Hey guys, what's up? It's Quita from AtHomeWithQuita. Thanks for stopping by today and welcome to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be doing a DIY. I'm going to be creating or recreating a measurements chart that I recently submitted as part of my Happy Planner Squad project. So hopefully you will stick around for that. And if you're new here on my channel, you will consider subscribing and also giving me a big thumbs up if you enjoy this video. So without further ado, if you want to see how I'm going to recreate this measurements chart, make sure to stick around. So guys, I decided on this video to go ahead and recreate this measurements chart again that I submitted as part of my Happy Planner Squad project. I absolutely love it and it is very functional for me. So this is a 6-month measurement chart. So I decided to go ahead and create another one for the next 6 months. So that's what we're doing on this video today. So I'm going to be using several different things to achieve this. You guys seem to have really enjoyed this on Instagram. If you haven't seen it yet, that is where it is posted currently. So I thought I would share it with my YouTube friends as well. And so I'm going to talk you through this process and also some of the supplies that you're going to need. So let's go ahead and jump right into this DIY. And just to show you the back of it, I did write a letter to myself just to keep myself motivated, and I absolutely love it. I refer to it every so often just to keep myself on track. So that is what is on the back. So we've got that measurement chart on the front, and then here is how the back looks. So you can create this as well, but I just decided on this video, I'm just going to be doing the measurements chart. So let's jump right into that process. All right, so what you're going to need are stickers, of course. So I've got washi here on top, just a little roll of washi from the Mom collection. And then I also have some washis from the Fitness washi, which I love the washi. So I'm just gonna grab a little strip of washi from there. And then of course we need our sticker books. So I actually have the sticker book for the colorful boxes, which is the new colorful boxes. On the other chart, I used the old colorful boxes. So we're gonna use the new colorful boxes. We're also gonna use the older Fitness sticker book. So you're gonna need that as well as the newer sticker books. So I've got Healthy Hero here and Mini Classic, and then I also have the multi-pack. And then of course you're going to need the alphabet sticker book as well as filler paper. So this is the filler paper that I'm gonna be using. It has two varieties. It has the grid on half of the paper and then it has lined paper as the other half of the paper. So I'm gonna be grabbing out some of the grid paper because that's gonna work best for me and it's gonna help me line everything up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go ahead and pull out that grid paper that I'm going to be using, and then we can really get started with making this page. All right, so now that I've gotten out the piece of filler paper that I need, I'm gonna go ahead and write the word measurements at the top. I'm gonna use my tweezers for that because it's gonna make it a lot easier. So just grab the stickers out of the alphabet sticker book and just write measurements across the top. And what I find easiest for me is to put a letter on either side and then work my way towards the middle. And then once I get done writing measurements, then I'll just tweak it as I see fit. And once I get done writing measurements across the top, then I'm gonna go ahead and grab a piece of washi out of the Fitness washi sticker book. And I'm just gonna grab one piece. And I think I'm gonna do the polka dot one here at the top because I just think it's super cute. And then when I use my colorful boxes, I'll make sure to fit within this color scheme. And so I'm just gonna grab that out and just put it right under measurements, super easy. And then once I do the washi part of this process, then I'm gonna go ahead and get my girl out of the Healthy Hero sticker book. And I normally choose the largest girl and we're gonna place her in the middle. All right, next thing that we're gonna do before we add the colorful boxes is we're actually gonna write the word before and after. And so you see, you're gonna wanna try to get the girl as centered as possible. So my girl is a little bit off center, but that's okay. And so you're just gonna write before on one side of her to the left. And once you add the word before, then you're gonna go ahead and add the word after. Super easy. Then we'll be able to add our colorful boxes. So we'll go through that process and then I'll tell you what's next. So now it is time to add the colorful boxes. Again, I am using the newer colorful boxes. On the older version of this measurements chart I created that I submitted as part of my squad project, I used the older version of colorful boxes, which I love. I love them both equally, but this one I decided to try the newer colorful boxes out just to see if I could get that same look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start pulling colors, and I'm gonna do a multicolored pattern. So we'll just randomly choose, and then we'll make sure that both sides of the diagram or the measurements chart is evenly colored. And so if I do pink or purple on one side, I'll do pink on the other side. And so we'll work our way down the chart until we get 7 slots, because I like to measure out 7 things. And this is based on a chart that I found on Pinterest. So I'm just gonna kind of emulate what that person measured out. And so that's why I chose 7. And then when you're placing the colorful boxes, you'll wanna make sure it kind of is in that zone or the area of what you're trying to identify. So make sure to keep note of that too. And then also keep note of your spacing, because depending on how many you're gonna have, you don't wanna get too far down the page. And so if you're going to do 7, then make sure to try to space it out evenly. And so as you're going to see that I'll show you later, my 2 charts are very different in that because I did actually use a different type of filler paper for this measurements chart than I did for the other one. I used a smaller square on the other one, so that's what looks a little bit different. But this is your chart, so you do it based on how you want it. If you want it to look a different way than this, then that's fine. I'm just kind of giving you a template that you can work with to make this measurement chart work for you. So we're just going to continue moving forward in that step in the process by adding the colorful boxes, and then when I come back, we'll move forward with the next steps. All right, so I've added all of my colorful boxes, as you can see, and I just wanted to show you real quick the difference between the two. Like I talked about earlier, I used a different filler paper, and so the one on the left, which is the one that I created first, is actually more condensed, and the newer one is different. It's just different, and I like them both. But I just wanted to show you that you have multiple options when choosing the filler paper, so make sure you choose the one based on the look that you're going for. So now I'm just going to really quickly grab out a marker so that I can color her in. I was going to try to use mild liners at first, but I don't think the mild liner is going to work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a super tip. And the super tip markers are awesome. That's what I used last time, and it worked very well for me. And so I'm just going to go ahead and pick the color that I want, and I'm going to go ahead and color her in next. Now that we have her colored in, we can go ahead and grab our ruler. I like to use this metal ruler, and it works out great. And so I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to line it up where I want to identify that particular part of the body. And then I'm just going to go ahead and write a line across, and it's just as simple as that. But just make sure to be mindful to try to keep it in the same area so you don't have one line lower and one line higher. And you'll see a little bit later, I did get one of my lines a little bit off, but it's okay, because again, this is for you. you. So nobody's going to see it but you, unless you decide to post it on social media, which is totally fine as well. And by the way, if you do, make sure you tag me so that I can see your fabulous work. I would love to see your take on this measurement chart as well. So it's pretty simple to do this process. So again, just take your ruler, line it up, and go ahead and identify that part of the body, and just make sure that that line is going to point as closely as possible to that part of the body. And that's pretty much it for this part of the process. All right, so we're going to move forward with the next step in the process, which is to add 6 months at the bottom, the word 6 months, because again, this is going to be the next 6 months. I already have the first 6 months of this whole weight loss journey figured out, and I have the measurement chart for that. And so this is for the next 6 months. So I'm just going to take some stickers again from the alphabet sticker book and write the word, or add the word 6 months to the bottom. And then I'm just going to add some deco. So I'm going to pull some stickers that I like just to make the whole thing come together. And after that, we're just going to write in what each measurement body part represents, and we're done, guys. So the last thing that we have to do is go ahead and write in what each thing represents. And so I like to do, because I saw this on Pinterest, because I know somebody tried to come for me on Instagram. They were like, who measures their neck? But I'm just going to roll with it because obviously somebody does, and I want to be a part of that if they're successful. So I'm just going to do it. And we'll see what happens. Maybe next time I won't, but we're just going to write it in. Plus it's going to look cute. So I'm going to do neck. I'm going to do upper arms. I'm going to do chest, waist, hips, thighs, and calf. So that's why I needed 7. I think I mentioned 7. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and write that in, and then that's it, y'all. Simple as that, right? So that's it, guys. Isn't it super cute? I love it. You've got your before, you've got your after, you've got your whole measurements here. You've got everything that you need. And of course, if you don't need all this stuff, you just put in what you need. So again, you're just going to add your measurements wording, your results if you want it. If you want it to look like this, it doesn't have to look like this. Before, after, then you're going to use colorful boxes to add this. You're going to use a ruler to make everything line up. And then just add whatever wording and decor you want. It's really simple, guys. So I appreciate you joining me today. I think that you guys are fantastic, and you have been really supporting me on this whole journey, so I really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for joining me today for another video. I hope that if you're new here, you will consider subscribing to my channel. I am on mission 25K, y'all, on YouTube, so tell all of your friends to subscribe to my channel, because I'm really trying to reach that milestone. It is very important to me, and it's huge. And if they like my content, that's the reason why I want them to subscribe, not just because you told them to. Well, kind of that too, but hopefully they will join me and join our family and subscribe to my channel, and they will continue watching. That's the key here. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in today. I hope that you will stop in for another video, and you will continue supporting me on this whole fitness and weight loss journey. If you're on the journey with me as well, let's support each other. Let's keep each other going, and hopefully you will create one of these, and also tag me on Instagram if you do end up creating one of these. I would love to see your take on it. And that is pretty much it, guys. Super cute stuff, right? I love it, and it's really going to help me to kind of keep on track with my goals. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope I will catch you guys on the next video, in which case I'll see you then.